I've Needham Neil here with Leigh, as I call him, aka the words of wisdom. So Leigh, how did you assess this performance tonight?
I think we overpowered Needham Market tonight. I mean, I think that we imposed our game on them, and they really couldn't deal with. They certainly couldn't deal with Adam Cunnington in the first half. I think he was unplayable. He was very influential in the goals, and 2 up on 8 minutes. I think you get a good idea of how the game's going, and it's some of the best football we've played. I think we totally dominated Needham Market in the first half. They didn't get a look in, and 4 goals in the first half. Obviously the game was done by half time, and then second half it was good. We were able to bring on a few other players, rest some players, get the extra goal, and I think they came back into it a little bit in the second half, but they never really threatened us. And I think it was a very professional performance, particularly after having played on Tuesday night. So I didn't see any evidence of the lads being tired or leggy, so I think that stands us in good stead for Saturday.
Do you think it was beneficial to us going into Saturday that we were 4-0 up at half time and we could kind of relax and put our foot off the gas?
Yeah, definitely. I think after Tuesday night, which was a very nervy affair for me, when you're only 1-0 up, and obviously we scored that goal sort of midway through the second half, you're always a little bit concerned that you might drop points. But tonight, I think we came out straight away, and I think that Harry has been saying to the team for some time, you need to put your chances away, and all the chances tonight were being put away straight away. And we can see with the level of offensive capacity that we've got, if those guys do put their chances away, then there's going to be a lot of goals scored. So we saw that tonight. So it was great to see. I think it relaxed us nicely, and as I say, we were able to bring some new players on in the second half, and certainly Liam Hughes coming on as sub again for the 3rd game in a row. He's made a difference. He's really contributed. It was nice to see Wheeler come on as well, putting some good crosses. So a few other players had a chance to show what they can do, and also I'm really pleased to see Brendan Ocran get a game as well. I think he's going to be one for the future. He's really quick. He looks a good player, and I think next year, if he gets a few more opportunities, he could be a really dangerous player.
And obviously, I do call you the words of wisdom for a reason. Throughout this whole title race, this season, you haven't admitted that we're going to win the title. If we win on Saturday and Dulwich lose, there will be a 7-point gap, which means we'll be champions. However, don't count your chickens before you hatch, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I've always said we're favourites for the title. I think that when we started off the season and we had such a good run, it was, we're going to win the title by 20 points, and we could have if we'd won all the games, but obviously we didn't. So then it got much closer, and now I think we just be grateful to win the title by any level of points. And I think with a 4-point gap now, with only 3 games left, it certainly looks like we're going to be favourites to take this title, and we should be. We deserve it. We've played well all season. I think Margate obviously on Saturday is a huge game, and if we can go there and win, then we've pretty much got one hand on that trophy.
And another beneficial thing is, obviously, say we draw to Margate, we'll still have that 2-point gap, which is important.
Yeah, I think look, we'll go there and we'll try and win, and I think that we do have the ability to win, but that said, if we come away with a draw, we've got a point, then we move on and we've still got a decent advantage over them. I think that, the next week as well, I think Harlow's a game that we're going to identify and say, well, we would expect to beat Harlow at home. And whilst I don't really want to have to rely on beating Folkestone in the final game, because Folkestone are a very good side, if we do have to beat them in the final game, then obviously that's what we'll try and do. But hopefully we'll have it wrapped up before then. But as I said before, I have said that that this title does have the potential to go to the last day and be a rather nervy affair.
Well, you never know. They might be hanging an a helicopter up there with a title between us and Dulwich. But thanks for tonight, Leigh.
Okay, thanks. Great win tonight. Thanks.